Tulane Stadium. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Southern Miss Golden Eagles and the Tulane Green Wave. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. And the Golden Eagles will kick off. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So Tulane's offense will get the ball first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
He might want another play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throws to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So Southern Miss's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's gritty, great attention to detail, solid hands. He'll have to be accounted for in this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Under fire. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they're able to get him down. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. Dropping back, it's Hampton. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And the Golden Eagles will try to punch it in on first and goal. They run the reverse. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Southern Miss. They can use use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup?
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive. There he goes! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Offense gets set for second down. Goes to the option. Finding open areas. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Run in the red zone. It's Turner. Plows through the defense. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Grabs it in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find their rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll. It comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks.
Snags it and he's open. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The Golden Eagles. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Tulane right back to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. get a lot more of that here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Grab behind the line. It's Lewis. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Green Way of working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Going to the run. It's McClure. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. Motion from the wideout. On third down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Coming out with it, it's Briggs. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's got him in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Behind the chains now on second and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sanders. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. And the Golden Eagles will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Green Way of offense makes its way onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McClure. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and 4. Unloads to the wideout. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Might be changing the route. From the gun on third down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's open on the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's McClure. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. After picking up a couple, it's second and 8. They'll go right back to it. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Golden Eagles will try to get things moving on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Golden Eagles racing to the line in a hurry-up. Motion from the wide receiver. The play-action fake. Here's the pressure. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Hampton. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepting. And the Golden Eagles will punt it away on 4th down. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. On his way back from the 20. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. He's in open space downfield.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's McClure. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Quarterback making adjustments. On the move, it's McClure.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Caught behind the line. It's Lewis. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. Pulls and fires complete. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. From the gun, the ground game. He breaks a tackle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tulane right back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Gets open down the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. Quarterback keeper. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to barge in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And they did tack on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Briggs. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. a short pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated,
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Going to the ground. They'll stop him short of the first down. It brings up fourth, but the defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop the clock. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He'll take it on the return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the Missouri State Bears. And it's the Mustangs looking to move to 4-0 on the young season. And they're in front right now, and they've done it with discipline. Kind of the calling card of this program. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Briggs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays they're...
Finding some room. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Golden Eagles in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Scanning the field, it's Hampton. Caught over the middle, it's Saunders. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game.
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Golden Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Touchdown, Golden Eagles! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Running inside. It's McClure. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
At the 35, he's loose. He steps out right at the 40-yard line. Looking for space. It's McClure. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's been a problem.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McClure. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Moving out to the right. He's going to run it. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. On the ground with the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. To the air, it's Hampton. It's complete to the right. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. The Golden Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the 2nd half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Saunders. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
The receiver on the jet sweep. Breaks the tackle. Looking for the corner and could not find it. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll move the wide receiver. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got it set up on the outside. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll run it on the counter. Could be. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Extra point here will give them the lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, time, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run.
Breaks into the open. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. The run inside. It's McClure. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle.
Might have a chance. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. After 3 periods of play, and these 2 running backs have gone head-to-head. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the draw, it's Turner. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. They could really use a few yards here on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
This guy is lightning fast. You see him come out of the break on the slant. QB got it to him early. What a weapon.
And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run the sneak for it. I don't think he got anything. He got stopped on 4th and 1. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Hard-hitting tackle.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He makes a catch, and they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Golden Eagles want to pick up the tempo. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ballgame, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll try to pop the draw. Got a little grass. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Golden Eagles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs onto the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch.
Turning it on. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. After giving up that score on the last possession, now they need a touchdown and the 2. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. To the air, it's Hampton. Complete. And tackled there by the defense. The Golden Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And down he goes. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Under fire. Trying to buy time. He hits the slide and he's got enough to convert. Down, and the Golden Eagles want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds a spot in the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. And he's in. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Makes a catch. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Takes it in. Touchdown. Southern Mississippi. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Touchdown, Southern Miss. And the beatdown has built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know, giving him the ball a lot because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about...
He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I love it. Defense not surprised, right? Like 4 verticals. This is a play when you want to take a shot down the field. They're ready for it. They got the big lead. They know the pass is coming.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback keep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Golden Eagles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. So close to cashing it in for this offense. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. The corners are walked up tight. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And he punches it in the end zone. And man, oh man, has this running back been impressive. Just the amounts of licks he's taken and just kept moving forward. Like, they made no bones about it, Palmer. They were going to run the football, and they did. They gave it to him over and over again. The defense knew it was coming, and he still performed.
It's incredible. The head coach called him into his office earlier in the week, and he said, look, we are going to force feed you the football. You have to carry this for us. On our way to victory, and he was glad to accept that challenge. He did it today, David. He took a beating. He is going to need the ice tub. He's going to need cryotherapy. He's going to need a good stretch, and he needs some sleep. But, man, did he ever deliver for his offense and his team.
Could not make his way to the corner. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that third down here on the third play of this drive is a good step toward doing.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Hill. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football.
He's going for it all. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave. Looking to throw. He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Going to try to get it himself. It's a fumble on the play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. One more play to pad the stats. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires on the move. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded, and you're going to get hate. You're going to get... Social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, just say, yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah, it kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other, against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching.